Most submissions are clean, controlled, surgical, but some feel like they were invented by level 100 mad scientists or absolute psychopaths. Today, we're diving into the strangest, rarest, and downright nastiest submissions ever seen in MMA. Not just rare, not just tricky, the ones that make you squirm in your seat and wonder, who the hell thinks of this stuff? Let's get weird. Omoplatas in MMA are like unicorns. Everyone talks about them, nobody actually sees one land clean, except when Ben Saunders managed to land one back in 2014. Heatherly struggled for dear life. Saunders almost took his arm off in the process. Since then, we've only seen one more successful omoplata in the UFC. Talk about a rare submission. The foot-to-throat submission. Nick Diaz didn't just outbox Takanori Gomi, he decided to choke him with his damn shin.
There, getting his hips up. Good opportunity for both, either an armbar or a triangle, but
Gomi didn't even know what was happening. And honestly, neither did half the arena. The gogoplata is still one of the rarest submissions in MMA, probably because it looks like it belongs in Mortal Kombat. The scissor choke isn't some mythical move, it's real, it works, but you almost never see it end a professional fight this brutally. Sheila Bird locked her legs around Kim Couture's neck, and decided mercy was optional.
Sheila went for a nice throw.
Unorthodox takedown there.
And now she's
Kim Couture fought it. Bad idea. She went stiff, unconscious, twitching on the mat, while the ref stood there, doing absolutely nothing. Only recently did Charles become so extremely deadly, but even before he became the beast he is today, he had quite a few tricks up his sleeve. Painful tricks. When he caught Eric Wisely in a calf slicer, he was weaponizing pure, blinding pain.
Of that lock, use the leverage of holding the foot in place there. Look, he's got the legs triangled.
Wisely's face said it all. No bone snapped, no ligament popped, but the pain, career-altering. There's something unique about Tony Ferguson. There's probably something missing in what's left of his brain, and something downright sinister lurking behind those sunglasses. The Darce choke, it's exactly the kind of trap you'd expect from a guy like Tony. Sneaky, relentless, twisting you up when you least expect it.
Here, this is his technique. He loves this technique. He got it.
Tony doesn't even need perfect position. He just needs chaos. And when the Darce choke gets locked in, you either tap or get dragged into whatever nightmare world Tony's been living in since 2009. Anderson Silva was supposed to cruise through Rio Chonan. Instead, he got caught in one of the coolest submissions you've ever seen. 1 second Silva was styling, the next he was tapping for dear life.
If I hadn't have seen it myself, I mean, I'm sitting there ringside and I'm watching.
The flying scissor heel hook is flashy, brutal, and almost extinct. Nobody tries it anymore, because if you miss, you'll probably get ground and pounded into a pulp. DJ is one of the greatest martial artists we've ever seen, but that night, even he had outdone himself. He invented a submission midair.
To get hit and take concussions, way overrated. I'm telling you right now. I'm in a business and making a fool of you.
The suplex to armbar was pure sorcery. And what did DJ accomplish? Pretty much reserved his place in history. That night, he defended his flyweight title, broke the UFC record for the most consecutive title defenses, snagged performance of the night, and won submission of the year. Before Frank Mir became a heavyweight legend, he was just a young BJJ prodigy with a mean streak. And at UFC 41, he made sure everyone knew it. Mir pulled off the only omoplata toe hold submission in UFC history, and he did it against a literal tank. Tank had no chance. The second Mir grabbed that foot and torqued, it was over. The twister is a spinal lock. That's already insane, but pulling it off in a real fight and making it look so easy, that's black magic.
Chan Sung Jung finishes the submission at 4:59 of the round.
Garcia didn't even get choked. He just sat there, twisted like a human pretzel, forced to tap from sheer body horror. The twister has been hit a few times since, but nobody's ever made it look this scary again. The hammerlock, the angry, deranged cousin of the omoplata. Shinya Aoki locked it in on Mizuto Hirota and didn't wait for the tap.
Great job of takedown defense. Really working off that one leg nice.
Snap! You can hear it. You can see it. Hirota's arm bent backwards, shattered, and Aoki stood over Hirota and flipped him off while he screamed in agony. Pretty brutal on all accounts. The Siloyev stretch is so rare in MMA, you could go years without seeing it. It's a knee bar, but from the back, while stretching your hamstring until it feels like your leg's about to rip off. It's sick, it's beautiful, it had only been hit once before in UFC history, and then at UFC 228, it happened twice in the same night.
A Siloyev stretch, my friends, and up until this point, it had only...
Aljo pulled it off first, stretching stamina out like a medieval torture rack. And a few fights later, Zabit Magomedsharipov looked around, shrugged, and said, "This one looks fun. Let me give this a go."
Softening Davis up.
He's gonna shake him off.
This happens again.
Oh, look at this.
He's got a bit of a banana.
They both had to share the Submission of the Year award for that one, so you can probably understand how insane it is to win via it. And 2 Siloyev stretches in one card? Zero chance you see it ever again.